Just a few months ago, most people had never heard of a website called Wikileaks or of its mysterious and eccentric founder, Julian Assange. But in that short period of time, both have managed to rattle the worlds of journalism, diplomacy, and national security. Wikileaks, which solicits and publishes secrets and suppressed material from whistleblowers around the world, has been under cyber attack from governments that want to shut it down. And Assange is currently under legal attack from the U.S. government, which would like to charge him with espionage for publishing volumes of classified material from the Pentagon and the State Department. You got involved with computers pretty early, with hacking.
Well, I first became involved with computers when I was 13 or so, and I was unusually adept. I saw a sort of intellectual opportunity, understanding how to program and understanding how these complex machines work. And that was part of a social culture in cracking codes.
And your tricks were like breaking into computers at the Department of Defense and Los Alamos National Laboratory, NASA, Nortel, some Canadian banks.
All that happened.
It's a radical departure from the lifestyle that the peripatetic internet muckraker is used to, bounding from city to city, country to country, and regularly changing his cell phones, hairstyles, and general appearance, he says, to elude surveillance and avoid being killed, kidnapped, or arrested. And there are reasons for his paranoia. In the last 4 years, Wikileaks has published information that played some role in deciding the 2007 elections in Kenya and fueling the anger that recently brought down the government of Tunisia. It's divulged membership rolls of a neo-Nazi organization in Britain and secret documents from the Church of Scientology. And that was before Assange began publishing U.S. secrets, provoking what he calls threatening statements from people close to power.
It's one count of seeking to protect Chelsea Manning for her releasing of evidence of war crimes. Notwithstanding the shameful abandonment by publications that used to run Julian's stories on their front pages, the mass of the British public know there's something wrong here when the man who blew the whistle on the war crimes is behind bars and the perpetrators of the war crimes are never off the television.
If nothing else, Wikileaks is the latest demonstration that a small group of people with a powerful idea can harness technology and affect large institutions. In Wikileaks' case, it was the idea to aggregate state and corporate secrets by setting up an online electronic Dropbox where whistleblowers around the world could anonymously upload sensitive and suppressed information. The secrets are stored on servers around the world beyond the reach of governments or law enforcement, then released worldwide on the internet.
The US does not have the technology to take the site down.
Because?
Just the way our technology is constructed, the way the internet is constructed, it's quite hard to stop things reappearing. So we've had attacks on particular domain names, little pieces of infrastructure knocked out, but we now have some 2,000 fully independent in every way websites where we are publishing.
Let me ask you,
world.
George, did you find it at all coincidental yesterday, following the arrest of Assange after Ecuador canceled his asylum, that suddenly the IMF grants Ecuador their requested $4.2 billion loan and another $6 billion from the World Bank? Is that a coincidence?
The very idea that these three things are unconnected, no sentient being would believe them. But Ecuador has been bullied, blackmailed, and browbeaten into this shameful act. And Lenin Moreno has inked his name in the annals of shame. Shame which will be remembered throughout Latin America for all remaining time. This is an utterly sordid trade that he has made. And of course, Julian and Wikileaks have recently pointed out that Mr. Moreno's bank account's looking surprisingly healthy.